Okay, this is Karen Alexander with her uncle, Clarence Alexander. Say hi. Tell them what your name is.
Hi, my name is Clarence Alexander, and
How'd you get the nickname Uncle Mink?
well, I was sitting on the steps right at the place over there.
Yeah, talk to the camera.
I sit. Uh, I was sitting on the steps over there at what you might call over here on the porch, and a guy named Charlie Brown. I think he's your dad.
Yeah, my dad. Okay.
Okay. And he said, "You Mink Bunky." He just kidding. Excuse the expression on camera.
Okay.
But he was just kidding. And he said to me, just kidding or ragging or what we used to might call it, dozing. And I had no purpose of fighting back because, since I was a young boy, I never,
How old were you then?
I was around 4 or 5.
Well, you had the name Mink for a long time.
Oh yeah, he just gave it to me.
Okay.
By dozing.
Okay.
He just came out sitting right there in that little booth. The brick part, there wasn't a brick part then, there was wood.
Okay.
The whole porch was wood.
Now tell me about growing up. Was my mom a good big sister?
Oh, yeah. That was one of my favorite sisters. She raised me as Sandy.
Okay.
You better watch that.
Well, I gotta plug this in so I can get some power.
And she what you might call said to me, oh yeah.
Look in the camera for me.
She said to me when I was coming out, make sure that I don't never hurt anybody.
Okay.
And be a good boy like everybody else in the family. And I guess I was, in a sense, very beautiful than other ones in the family. You know. I stayed put in the same house for 24 years. Never left the house. Me, Eddie, Ray, and Sandy. And Mary raised us.
Okay.
And you know how the white kids used to just put on their grandma coats and their daddy coats and their, what you may call
Playing dress up?
Yeah. And the scarf and stuff. We used to play Jesus. Not like that with the scarf or anything.
Okay.
But we used to play like Jesus, God, the devil, and
angels, maybe?
Okay. Not angels.
Not angels?
Virgin Mary.
The Virgin Mary.
Well, that's an angel.
Okay.
Okay, Sandy was the Virgin Mary. She was about that tall.
Okay.
And Red was God, and Eddie was the devil.
Okay.
In a sense, that's what the characters always represent.
Okay.
I played Jesus.
You were Jesus, okay.
Yeah, and we had a bunk bed upstairs in the room. And they tied me up to the bunk bed.
They put you like you're on the cross?
And like I was Jesus.
Oh, boy.
And I said to myself, why the hell I got to be tied up? And I just, sit down on the floor like all the rest of them. They said, that's the way he died. I said, who? And I didn't know. Cause I was
How old were you then?
I was around 6.
Okay.
Younger than that, 5, like 4 and a half.
Okay.
And for the first time. And they said, what happened to Jesus? I said, I don't know. Because I didn't know. I couldn't read. None of us could read. But Eddie and Red used to read, and Mom and Daddy used to read the Eddie and Red.
Okay.
And Sandy, but not me, because they know I'd cry.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's go back. Let's go to when you desegregated Charleston High. Tell me about
that. That was what we might call one of the most beautiful time in my life.
Oh, good. Tell us. Talk to the camera for me.
After the 7th grade, um, I can't hardly stand the camera. I guess.
Okay, you can talk to me too. Just talk. Just be natural.
Okay.
Just be natural.
I went to Charleston High after the 7th grade,
Mm-hmm.
and after the 7th grade, then I went to Bruce Elementary.
Okay.
I graduated from Bruce, one of the top
Students, you go, Uncle Mink.
ooh,
Good job.
one of the top students. You probably wouldn't realize that.
Yeah, I know you're smart.
And after I graduated, after all that, I couldn't really tell nobody who I really was, and download, because I didn't really know until certain times of the day. Did you really remember anybody ever telling you about me going to what we might call a coma? What did we say?
Charleston High.
Coma.
Going into a coma.
Oh,
This is in high school?
No, you don't remember maybe they telling you I was in the coma?
When you were a little kid?
I was in the other bed.
No, I didn't hear that story.
I usually sleep right over there in the first bed, closest to that wall. We're ready to sleep.
Now the boys were downstairs and the girls were upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I slept right there on what you call it, the other bed one night, and I didn't wake back up for 3.5 days in the hospital.
Okay.
Over there at Roper.
Okay.
And the doctor fed me a little bit of ice cream. The nurse did. And I came around.
Okay.
And these people said, Mr. Willie, they called me Mr. Alexander.
Okay.
They said, Alexander, you know you had slept for 3.5 days and we can't find out what was wrong.
Okay. And you, how old were you then?
Around 4.
Okay.
And they said, we'll have to keep you for about another hour or so, to wake me up and, just get me, back to a little bit of
normal. Okay.
yeah. And when I came back to life, I said to myself, I couldn't really understand myself why I used to do certain things.
Okay.
I always used to have dreams of other gods and stuff.
Could you see things that would happen before they would happen?
No, I couldn't see what things used to be about, but my heart and,
in your head,
my mind used to tell me certain things, Cran.
Okay.
And when I couldn't prove it, I used to get scared.
Okay.
Because when I turned 5, my mom said, son, you go in the hospital for 21 years. That's what my prayers told me.
When you were 5, you knew that?
That's what my mom told me.
Okay. So Grandma told you were going to be in the hospital for 21 years.
And it happened.
You went in the state hospital.
And it happened for 21 exact years.
And Grandma knew that when you were 5?
She told me that. Really? And I ain't gonna lie on Mom. Because when she told me, I went back and said, Sandy. Mom said I gonna spend 21 years in state hospital. But I ain't know what a state hospital been or nothing. So I said, what that mean? State hospital. And then Sandy said, oh, Then me and Sandy started laughing. I said, "What you laughing at, though, Sandy?" She said, "That's for the funny people who got them crazy young things in their head, and they lock you up, and then dudes in the white to throw you in the seclusion room and stuff like that." She said, "You know, damn room to throw you in, then and just put you and let you sit on the yard, and then white robes and stuff, damn old ladies and stuff." And then I started seeing on TV as I was growing up, Karen. And then I seen things like wars and stuff. And
So you saw that, and then they happened?
It happened.
Okay.
You remember when they put me in the state hospital?
I do.
I don't like to be greedy or nothing, but they put me in the state hospital for yeah, and I don't know whether or not it was me or whatever, but I could look over there and what happened?
Oh, keep on talking.
I could, like that couch you buy, Karen, that could be God's kingdom now, outside that window. Me and Sandy used to sit outside the window upstairs. I mean, you look out the window outside and look out that window right there. Just take a peek.
Okay.
You ain't got to get up and look. Just imagine. I couldn't do nothing but imagine now. But my heart and body used to tell me, yes, the truth. And I said to myself, now how in the hell could there be more kingdoms beyond God's kingdom? But that's what I used to think. And I used to tell some preachers you used to come in that little dining room area. And they used to ask me, Mr. Alexander, I was about 15 years old. And they used to ask me, Mr. Alexander, how could you figure that there's more than God's kingdom outside that window? I said there could be a second, a third, or what have you.